guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on this look right here using the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It's such a beautiful palette. Ooh, I dropped the brush. And it comes with a brush. I didn't use the brush, but it's actually a good brush. It's a beautiful palette. I honestly think these colors are so gorgeous. The formula is amazing. They're pigmented, they're creamy. The only thing is that they have kickback, but that's gonna come with any pigmented shadow. If you guys wanna see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Also, be sure to leave a comment letting me know what other videos you guys wanna see. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows and prime my lids, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to be going in and priming my eyelids with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. This concealer smells so good. It smells like sunflower. It smells like the ingredients that are in it. And then I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm just going to blend that out. As you can see, it created a nice base and it canceled out my veins. So now I'm just going to go in with a Clinique powder and the Sigma tapered highlighting brush, the F35, and I'm just going to be set. Actually, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer has special technology and it's supposed to set itself. And I've left it like on my under eyes while I finish a different part of my makeup, and it actually does set itself. But I always just like to set a light layer of powder, especially if it's on the eyelids. So to start off, I'm just going to be taking a Sigma tapered blending brush. This is the E40, and I'm going to be going in with the shade Burnt Orange. And if you guys didn't set your lids, I would set it with an all over matte shade. I set my lids with that powder, but if you guys haven't set it with a powder, set it with a powder or a matte eyeshadow, just so that way all the other colors will be able to blend really easily and they won't stick to the cream base that you put on beforehand. And going right in the crease. Okay, so you want to make sure that that shade is super blended out. So now I'm going to go in with a MAC 217. You can just use any smaller blending brush. Just use Burnt Orange, and I'm going in with the shade Raw Sienna right now. The thing about these shadows is that they're very pigmented. They're also extremely blendable, which is great, but they're very pigmented, so you just have to be careful because you can always add more pigment, but it's a lot harder to take off pigment. You want to make sure that when you're done with the eye look and the makeup in general, that your makeup, you can't tell where one color starts and stops. You want to make sure that it just sort of all blends really nicely together. As you can see, I have Burnt Orange and Raw Sienna blended out in my crease. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, and I'll be right back. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going in with this Primavera shade. It's a really, really pretty gold shade. The only thing I want to say is before is that just be careful when you're picking a product in this palette. You see how there's so much kickback there, so you just want to be careful, but it's because the shadows are so good and they're so creamy and pigmented. So yeah, I'm just going to be going in with this gold shade right here called Primavera. And I'm going to be putting it all over the lid, but mainly in like the inner half of the lid. So I'm going to just be putting it on the lid, but I'm just going to be taking my finger because I feel like it works better with this kind of shadow. You can see how pretty that is. I love that shade, it's so pretty. So I'm going to be going in with a blending brush and just going and blending the top of that shadow in with the crease, so that way you can't tell when one color turns into the other. It's just a big blended eye. Then I'm taking this shade, which is the shade right on top of the one that we just used, and I'm going to be putting that in the middle of the lid. So I'm just going to be taking that with my finger and putting it in the middle just to intensify the middle a little bit. You can totally go and wet these eyeshadows so they're even more pigmented with MAC Fix Plus or the Smashbox Primer Water or whatever you want to or whatever you have. I'm going to be taking Primavera again and putting it on top just because I want it to be a little bit more shimmery than it is right now. So now I'm all done with the eye look. You can intensify it if you want, and I'm just taking some of my makeup remover on a Q-tip. You can take it on a cotton pad or a tissue or whatever you have, or if you already did your face first, you could either put translucent powder here or you could just cover it up with some concealer. But I started with the eyes so that way I could do this technique. And I'm just taking my makeup remover and with a Q-tip just cleaning up all the fallout and just creating a nice sharp line to my brow just to give it a nice angle. I'm going to be adding inner corner highlight just with this MAC 242 brush, and I'm going to be taking both of those two gold shades, the gold shade and then the one on top of it, that gold pink shade, and I'm just going to be putting that in the inner corner. You can totally use whatever inner corner highlight you want. I just think these colors are really pretty together. I'm going to be using MAC's Face and Body Foundation in the shade N2. It's my all-time favorite foundation. It's lightweight, it's buildable coverage, it's really natural and really pretty. So I decided I wanted a little bit more coverage, so to get a little extra coverage from this foundation, instead of building up a ton, I just decided to switch to my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki F80 brush because it definitely gives more coverage than a damp beauty sponge. Now I'm going to be going in with Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Same concealer, and this time I will be using the Beauty Blender to blend everything out, to blend out the concealer. So like I said in the beginning, it does set itself, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be taking some of Anastasia's banana powder just to brighten my under eyes up a little bit. See that concealed all of my veins, and if I wanted to make it even more full coverage, I would go ahead and go over like all the blemishes and like my freckles and just go over everything and completely cover it, but that's not what I'm going for today, but you can totally do that. I'm just going to be taking my eyelash curler and I'm going to be curling my lashes and applying some mascara. I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Clump Crusher mascara, and what I do with this mascara is I put it on normally, zigzagging up, and then I go this way and I sweep some on that way, and then I go ahead and separate out my lashes afterwards. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Guys, see how much of a difference that makes? I feel like mascara just makes the biggest difference, like, don't you? So yeah, that was the CoverGirl Clump Crusher mascara, and I feel like it works really well, not when you just normally zigzag it up, but when you go and do the other technique as well, and then go back through and separate your lashes with the wand. That's been my new favorite way. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be applying some bronzer, and I'm just going to be applying Hoola Bronzer. I talked about this in a different video. This is the normal Hoola Bronzer, but it's just smaller because I used a lot of my Sephora points to get it. A lot of my Beauty Insider points, so that's what I have this from. Now I'm going to be taking the Jaclyn Hill face palette. I always use this literally every single day. I love it. I'm going to be taking this, which is Amaretto, and it's so pretty. Love the blush. And I'm just going to be taking a MAC 129 brush. I use this like basically every single day. I just think it's such a pretty blush. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos, and click that bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified when I upload a video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have any video requests. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!